But let's just have a look at the big picture of what we've just seen in the first round. We've got 5 quarterbacks now went in that first round, which is, I guess, probably what the over-under would have been.
5.5, I think.
Yeah, there you go. So the only guy that didn't make it from the list everybody thought would is Mason Rudolph, which, again, I think if somebody was going to fall out of the first round, it was probably going to be him.
Yeah.
We've got 3 running backs went in the first round. I thought we would definitely get 1. We may get 2.
Maybe.
Third guy gets taken. Wasn't expecting that.
And the team.
Also the team, yeah. We've got a couple of PFF studs still on the board. We've got Josh Jackson. We've got Maurice Hurst. There's probably the heart thing with Maurice Hurst, but we've still got Connor Williams on the board. We've got Dallas Goedert on the board. Harold Landry still on the board. Is that right? Did I miss him going, or is he still there?
The point that you are hammering home repeatedly with every name that you read is that this is why you trade down. You just listed 5 guys who you might have been happy with at 10.
Yeah.
And they're still there in the second round. This is exactly the reason that you acquire those coin flips, you acquire these picks, because you just don't know, and that variance is so high. Obviously, the running backs are the most surprising to me. What was, like, I don't know, the most surprising pick or theme that you saw?
Well, I'm kind of surprised by how little interest there was in some of the defensive backs. You know, not just Josh Jackson, who's still there, but it took a while for Derwin James to come off the board. Derwin James is one of the best players in this draft. That guy's tape is phenomenal. He helps you in all areas in coverage. For some reason, he slid down the board. Only 3 of these cornerbacks have come off in the first round. There's a bunch of guys, when we're talking about corners being the second most position, the second most important position in the game. That's the position where I thought you may get 4 or 5 of these guys flying off the board, especially with them being a pretty deep and talented class. The running backs obviously is an interesting thing. I'm still amazed hours after it happened that the Browns did go for the Baker Mayfield thing.
The Browns have won the draft. They could forfeit their picks from here on out. They would have won the draft. I, am cautiously very optimistic for what the Browns are going to do going forward based on what we saw, right? Everything, and I think a lot is made of, Sashi Brown out the door. They've burned the calculators. They've, destroyed all of the number edifices on the, they've gotten rid of analytics.
Yeah.
That's not the case at all.
Of course not.
Paul DePodesta
is still there.
They have a couple of other very, very smart people in the building doing math, and it is beginning to show, I think, and we'll see if that continues. 2 picks right at the top of the second round. And the Giants are sitting there now. Mason Rudolph still there. Kyle Lauletta still there. Some quarterback talent. They could end up with a quarterback.
So this is where it becomes really interesting because, it's not just a case of you must get a quarterback. You obviously have to think that it's the right guy, the guy that can be successful. And, obviously no team has yet felt that Mason Rudolph is first round worthy. But there's probably teams there that think this guy has a shot to be a franchise quarterback. And if there's probably teams that are in a reasonable position that don't need to start him right away that could say, okay, top of the second round, this makes a lot of sense now. And whether it's Mason Rudolph at the top of the second, Kyle Lauletta is the obvious next guy as well that has that quarterback talent. This is going to be a fun top of the second round as well. But that's going to do it, I think, for us. We've been with you throughout the entire first round. We dropped a lot of numbers on you guys. If you want to get your copy of the PFF Draft Guide, you can hit the link at the bottom of this video. Also, hit the subscribe button. We've been here for hours, multiple guys giving you all the PFF data. Give us a subscribe. That's the very least you can do. The least you can do. The least you can do.
Venmo's also open.
We'll accept that. But subscribe is where it should be. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to pick up your draft guide, I can't recommend it highly enough.
It's great.
It's where all of our PFF data is. It's where a lot of this analytics work is, the quarterback charting stuff, everything. You can find the data on your first round pick, even if he was a guy you got drafted that was worth the 6th round. Don't worry about it. His data's still in the PFF Draft Guide.
Even if he's a running back. We did not exclude those.
We didn't exclude running back. So grab your PFF Draft Guide, grab the data, get yourself PFF Edge for the entire year, 365 days of access. We will be back at the top of the second round. We'll be coming to you live again on YouTube. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Let us know. We will see you tomorrow. Take it easy, guys.
See you guys.